EK는 okay. EK는 okay, 영빈은 no way.
Three, two, one. Pink slime in your area.
This is pink.
And slime.
It's pink slime.
We're back with episode 4. Oh, did that sound too radio-like?
Hi
Should
guys.
I take it a notch down? Should I take it a notch down?
No, I liked it. I like all the energy we can have.
Okay, so we're back with episode 4, and we're gonna try it differently this time. Usually, we watch the episode and take a lot of notes, and then we record the next day. But this time, we just want to watch it live and record it live. So we're gonna pause it and record our reactions and how we feel about it, and then we'll pause that and watch it again. So the actual episode content won't be in this podcast, but our comments will be in here.
Yep. I'm like really looking forward to this. I'm like excited about it.
Me too, because I feel like when we watch it for the first time, that's when we get our most genuine raw reactions, which it's hard to get that again when we talk about it the next day.
Yeah, and like we try not to say anything to each other before, but that really didn't work because we couldn't help it. We just like talked about it, and we had so much fun, but we don't remember all of it when we're recording. Yeah. So like, why don't we share that funny moment with you guys too? So we're trying different things. Yeah,
I'm excited. We already watched the first part of episode 4 just now, and there is a new challenge this time. So early on, we're starting with the 2 crews, like the 2 judges are now actually put in the spot this time, and they have to be in the fire pit, where each contestant is given the opportunity to choose which crew they want to go on. And how, Pink, can you explain how the contestants are split up?
So there's 2 tiers in each crew. So each crew, the judges, they come up with a list of their favorites from number 1 to how many number of contestants there are left right now. So some of their favorites are going to be in the first tier, and the rest of the contestants will be in the second tier. So we're going to see first tier first, it seems like. And because the first contestant that goes on
is someone who was selected on the first tier, right? Is Debo.
It's Debo.
Which is obvious.
Yeah.
Both crews want him
so
really badly.
Yeah, they're talking
I would want
about
him too.
Yeah, they're constantly talking about how they're gonna like appeal to him, like how they're gonna attract him to come to their crew.
And no surprise, who does Debo pick?
So I think they have a button to choose, and so one of the judges come out
from each
crew, and it was Mad Clown and
Verbal Gent.
So whatever Debo chooses, the one who gets rejected will go down the fire pit. And who goes down the fire pit, Slime?
Mad Clown, the 40 crew. And which means Debo selected Verbal Jin from the BGMV crew. And I was not surprised. He already kind of said he was going to be on their crew, and he kept his word.
Also, Swings was like offended. He was very, very disappointed.
But then he still respected him.
Yeah. I mean, of course. Like. But he was like making comments like, how dare you
Yeah.
make a good body like that at my gym and go to their
Oh right,
crew.
because he goes to Swing's
Yeah.
gym, which Swings made a comment about that before he made
and
his choice.
I think Swings is giving him a killer discount that he like mentioned.
Well, not anymore. Not anymore.
Bye bye, Tipo.
You just lost your gym membership. You won't be as fit and muscular as Swings now.
I'm like excited about this format. Like, let's keep going.
Yeah. Okay, so should we pause and watch the next section?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, we found out something new that it seems like only tier 1 gets to pick which crew to go to.
Mhm. I guess that makes sense because then that's a benefit.
Yeah, Slime, you thought it was like kind of weird that they get to pick their crew.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this makes sense. This makes more sense.
So Punchinello goes
next, yeah.
And I was thinking he might go with 40 crew. I don't know. I thought maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Because at this point, no one has picked them.
Yeah.
Everyone has picked BGMB crew, and I just, like, they can't all go to BGMB, because then it would just be unfair. But then, who does Punchinello pick?
He even, in the middle of when Swings was trying to appeal and talk to him, Punchinello just presses the button. And Swings just goes down the fire pit.
Dang.
And he's like, ah, like shouting. Like,
at this point, I'm like, who's gonna go on their team? Who are they gonna have on their team?
Yeah, and now
isn't this unfair?
40 crew, they're like mad. We saw some of their comments, and they're like,
wow,
okay, like 좋아해주는 척했어. Like,
damn.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see who else is in tier 1, and we'll see who picks 40 crew finally.
Okay, let's keep it going. So we just finished watching the first part of this episode, which is the contestants deciding which crew they want to be on. So the first tier contestants just completed it all, and we described a few of the first ones that were given that opportunity.
Yeah.
We're just gonna quickly summarize this part now. So all the first tier contestants already picked who they wanted to go on, and then the second tier contestants, they, instead of them getting to choose which judge or which crew they wanted to be on, the crews went ahead and took turns selecting which member they wanted, and the only person who rejected was
Chakar?
No. The one who rejected.
Oh, one who rejected
Puli?
was Bully.
Puli, he rejected Verbal Jint's request, and he was the first one to get chosen, but he rejected it. So 40 crew saved him till the very end and picked him. And then, so Pink, you want to name who is in BGMB crew now?
Yeah, so BGMB crew starts with Mac9, McDaddy, 베이네버, 블라세, 서동현, 안병웅,
Ooh.
Unofficial Boy, Untel,
Oh.
Epitend, Youngbi,
Ooh.
Urigo Child. Urigo Child was in tier 1, which was a little bit surprising.
Yeah, he was definitely not happy about that.
Yeah, Zenedazilla, Jangyu, Chelvi, Chillin' Homie, King Chimane,
Oh,
Punchnello, Poi Museum, Honey Hana, 허성현,
Debo,
Elo Wolf, Minu, Narime, OVDL, X, and Yanu. Some of them I don't recognize. Like Yanu?
Yeah, I mean,
I think they all got edited out or something.
definitely. But this is a really strong crew. Like, they have Debo, Jangyu, Chillin' Homie, Youngbi. A lot of those guys are the ones that we put in our top 4.
Punchnello,
Oh yeah, Punchnello,
Minu. Yeah, there's a lot of strong people.
So even though we don't recognize a lot of the other guys, there's still a really strong cast. Oh, you know, one thing I noticed is there's no girls.
Oh, all the girls.
There's
must
no
have went
girls
to
on
the 40 crew.
Yeah, maybe there's no girls on BGMV crew. Okay, so let's see who's in the 40 crew.
Okay, so Kim Seung-min, Donut Man,
Eh.
Raewon,
Eh,
Rocks Punkman,
eh.
Lil Touchy,
Ooh, little cheetah.
Mush Venom, 부현석,
eh.
Bully,
Bully. Controversial.
Pudding,
Budin.
yes,
Sweetie.
Slick Odoma,
Oh, he looks scary.
yeah, Shiki Pep, HS, Youngblood X,
Whoa.
whoa,
That's a intense name.
Odei Osa,
Oh, Owen Overdose.
Owen Overdose, Alti,
Yuja.
Yuja, Yunbi,
Yoonhae.
Yoonhae, Korkash, Takua,
Oh, Coxbilly.
Coxbilly, Dogino,
Doggy Gnome.
EK,
EK.
Libido, Young Sog Wave.
Okay, so all the girls are in 40 crew.
Yep.
Which, I mean, if you think
There's
about it,
3.
remember both it was Mad Clown and Swings who saved a girl rapper because they felt like they deserved a second chance or you know they deserved another opportunity to get more exposure, which I really
I appreciate
I'm a
it.
fan of
Yeah.
that.
I love it.
I hope so. What we saw, right, based on if we had to summarize this part of the episode, was that BGMV crew is very popular.
Yeah.
And they were picked a lot by a lot of the top runners.
Yeah.
So,
Like you can see it from the list even. There
yeah,
are not
if
as
we look
many
at 40
strong
crew,
people here. Yeah.
But one thing that is big is our both in our number 1 top 4, EK is in the 40
here,
crew.
Yeah.
So even though they don't have majority of the top 4,
Uh-huh.
they have EK.
Yep.
So who knows? It could be one of those underdog situations.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It's gonna be. I like that it's very. It's not as 50-50. It's kind of a wild card situation right now.
Yeah. I love this part, like this crew, how they selected this crew, because it was very entertaining watching the judges like beg the contestants for like.
Oh, that was so funny.
Yeah, it was really funny, like watching Swings like
Complimenting
coming up,
them.
Yeah, always like
Saying they look like Matt Damon.
always offering them like free stuff.
Tonkatsu.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really, really funny. There were a lot of funny moments.
I'm glad that a lot of the like one situation was Yoonhae. She technically was only able to get this far because Mad Clown gave her that chance when she messed up her second audition part. So she wouldn't have been able to even make it at all.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that she ended up going with Mad Clown because of that.
Yeah, also Yuja was saved by Swings, so
she also joined their team.
And
Loyalty.
Same with Seo Dong-yeon, he joined BGM crew because he was saved by
Kitty
Kitty
Boy.
Boy. Yeah.
I'm happy to see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so should we go to we should move on, right? To the next section? Okay.
Let's go. I'm like so curious.
Do-do-do-do.
Do.
Do-do-do-do. Okay, so we've just finished watching the next part of the episode, which is where both crews are starting to duel each other by randomly selecting a contestant, and then they pick an opposing rapper from the other crew, and they have to duel each other. And the way to determine how they win is they invited back all of the previous either winners or people who competed in the show or past producers and judges they're coming back to be a judge on this, and each of them are voting who loses or wins the duel, and that's how they determine who wins.
So I'm like so excited to see the previous judges, previous producers, like contestants.
Like, who are some people that we saw? We saw Nafla,
Crush,
YGG, Crush,
Dynamic Duo, PH1.
Rhythm Power.
Yeah, Rhythm Power.
Flowsik, Basick.
Yeah.
Very similar names. Okay, so those were just some of the people we saw. And one of the first pairs that went was Takwa and Ho Seungyeon.
Ho Sung-hyun.
Ho Seungyeon.
Mm-hmm.
And they were both really good.
They
right?
did really well.
The hook was
Yeah.
really good. I remember something like vroom vroom.
Yeah.
And beep beep beep.
Yeah.
Yoboseyo.
A lot of like noises, but he was like spot on with the rapping.
And their voices were so different from each other. I mean, we know Takwa stands out because of his very pink
Personality,
anime inspired
character, yeah.
cute character. And then the other guy, he was very dark.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he wore black outfit.
Yeah.
But his voice was really high and pop-like. It almost sounded like auto-tune Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a little disappointed when he forgot his lyrics in the middle.
Yeah, I feel like
messed
he was
up.
very nervous, lost his confidence.
And
Like,
he was on BGMV's crew, so they were not happy at
yeah,
all.
and like Takwa was like flying around the stage.
As soon as he messed up his
gained
lyrics,
more
Takwa like
confidence.
he just swooped in
Yeah.
and stole the show.
Yeah, so
Like a pro.
BGM was like more
Angry.
unhappy.
They were angry.
Yeah, and Swings was so happy that Takwa was like crushing it.
hmm
Yeah.
So Takwa won,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm excited to see.
Yeah, more of this.
More of this.
Like I
I mean,
want...
we saw previews, right, of who else is dueling each other,
Mhm.
like EK and Jangyu. It seemed like Punchnella was going against some random person who I don't remember ever seeing any edits of. I don't even
Mhm.
remember his name.
Yeah.
Who else was interesting that we were surprised by?
Who else? Yuja and Seo Dong-yeon?
Oh, that was an
Yeah.
epic one. He said because they were both crew passes, yeah, or crew picks.
They were saved by crew pass.
Mhm.
So
that they should verse each other.
yeah, and
And
show
he-
them how they represent their
Yeah.
each crew.
And he's super confident
Mhm.
beating her, which
I don't know. Let's see.
brave. I'm gonna be sad though
Yeah.
to see one of them go. I hope there's a redemption. Oh my god. Oh. Can you imagine?
We have to have a redemption.
Even the judges were upset.
We saw some scenes from preview last week.
Oh, man.
It was like hard. Come
Okay,
on.
let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going, guys. Oh my god, so we watched two more duels. Yeah. The first one we watched was Untel and Alti.
Ulti.
They're both very familiar faces
Mhm.
for us.
They both kind of have a similar style,
Mm-hmm.
In
I
rapping?
can see, yeah.
like very aggressive
Uh-huh.
style, like angry rapping style.
Mm-hmm. And Alti has much more experience.
So, you typically in this round they come up with a rap together. They come up with a hook together. They practice it and perform it.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, Orti wants to freestyle it, which he doesn't have to. It's not
Mhm.
part of the requirements in this round, but he chooses to, which also means that Untel has to
Yeah.
do everything himself.
Mhm.
Like they can't really make a hook. then.
Yeah.
It's just a one-on-one legit battle.
Uh-huh. So
I would be upset if I
like
was Untel.
Slime was really worried, like Alti going there with
I
the freestyle.
I thought Orti was gonna mess up.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to do it. Why do you
Mhm.
have to do that?
And I feel like everybody expected that too.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was worried like for him.
But then when he performed, turns out he
was
actually
actually-
did really well.
And he put a little diss in there of
He was
Untel.
going hard on Untel.
Yeah. And I'm like familiar with his like anger issues. Like he
Mhm.
has this like he gets angry when he doesn't do well or something goes wrong.
Yeah.
And I guess it triggered him. And
Because then when it was Untel's turn to
Yeah.
start rapping, he does his rap that he clearly
Mm-hmm.
had been practicing this whole time. And then in the end, he goes kind of off script,
Yeah.
right? And starts freestyling himself and tries to diss Orti back.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it wasn't just only the rap, like,
he just started cursing.
yeah, and his like facial expression and his like gestures
Bright
was
red
like,
and
yeah,
angry.
it
And
was like,
all the other judges had a shocked
yeah,
face.
like Crush was
Crush
grabbing
especially.
his face like the Home Alone boy again,
Yeah, like the Home Alone boy.
like so shocked.
Oh, Mona. Oh, man. And then, so what happens? Who wins? Orti wins, right?
Yeah,
And until as soon as he finds that out, he looks
livid.
upset. Real upset.
In the interview after, he cannot believe that Alti even didn't even prepare for a rap like lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
He did a freestyle and like they let him win. Like he couldn't
Yeah,
believe it.
I mean, you can't blame
Mm-hmm.
him because he brought it in the end.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that happened last time when Youngbi versed Shaklama.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it seems very unfair,
Yeah.
but hey, there was no rules for that. He could have avoided it. He didn't have to. He could have tried to convince him to
Mm-hmm.
come up with a hook at least, or not want to agree to do that. But and he also picked him
Yeah. So
to duel. But I do feel bad because he was just an eggy.
yeah.
And Orti, how many times have you been on the show
I know. Like wasn't he
doing the same rap?
Wasn't he on like the top something in like
I don't
season 2 or
remember.
yeah, he's been on the show for
He's
a while
boring to
now.
me.
Yeah. It's not interesting anymore.
And then the next duel was
Mm-hmm.
okay, so it was An Byung-ok and Slick
Odoma?
Odoma,
Slick Odoma?
the scary looking guy.
Yeah.
Okay, the reason why I say he looks scary though is, okay, listen to my description. His face is so pale. So it's almost like one color, very flat, like a cartoon, like someone painted him. And then someone painted his beard and mustache and eyebrows and hair. But again, it's very dark. So the contrast it's so high contrast that he looks like a mask.
Character.
Like he looks like a Korean painted mask.
Yeah.
So that's why it looks scary.
Yeah.
With his glasses, like he looks like a puppet.
Mm-hmm. He's a very interesting looking guy.
A puppet that raps old school. So he An Byung-ok picks him, which it makes sense because they're both very similar style.
Yeah, and he's
isn't-
pretty older than An Byung, right?
Yeah, he's much older and he's been on the show before.
Oh, okay.
He was on last year's season. He did not have a strong presence though, and same again with this year, unfortunately.
Because we haven't seen him until now, I think.
Yeah, especially compared to An Byung-ok, who we've been seeing almost every episode. And when they performed their song, I mean, Slick was good, but An Byung-ok, he delivered.
Yeah.
He brought more.
All not the regular judges, but other judges, they were very impressed by An Byung-woo.
They were dancing and moving and bobbing their head so enthusiastically.
Everybody
loved it.
Yeah, they loved it. They were having so much fun. They
were very
like a
impressed.
Performance.
Even little boy, little boy, he felt like he was so proud because they have similar voices. So even though this was his first time meeting him and they're not friends, but he was just proud for him because he felt like they were similar.
We felt the same way, and of course he won. So we're really happy about that.
Yeah, that was expected.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I guess we're pausing now because we're about to watch Zenadazilla and Sweetie perform, and it's the epic
huge
Green King battle. Green battle.
Who's gonna be the Green King?
As Swing says, Sangchu versus Sangchu.
Yep.
Which Sangchu will be the winner? Okay,
Okay.
so we just finished watching 3 other battles. The first one was an
Like we
epic
said-
one.
Yeah, like we said, the green battle.
The Green King battle, which is Sweetie, who's on 40 crew, and on the BGMV crew is Zenadazilla.
Yep.
And as soon as we heard the beat, I thought Sweetie was gonna kill it because I
Yeah.
felt like this was a beat that would lend well to his style, which is very slow and smooth.
Mm-hmm. And so
You know,
far,
the Sweetie. Is
yeah.
that what he said last time?
I mean, so far he's been doing so well on the show. So we were expecting like something like bigger than what he did today. He was very weak overall. I mean, the whole performance overall was weak. But
Maybe
him
the beat was too
especially-
fast.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. I don't know. It just felt very rushed on his end.
Mhm.
Zenadazilla was also not as amazing as I was expecting him to be, but he definitely delivered better than better quality than Sweetie.
yeah.
And their hook was like green, green, green. But we can change it to pink, pink, pink. Pink.
Slime, slime, slime.
Pink at the pinka. Pink at the pillow. Green, green, green.
Yeah, we liked their hook. Green, green, green.
And who ended up as the Green King winner?
Zenadazilla.
Zenadazilla. Which we were not surprised by.
Yeah.
So after that it was Cox Billy and Mac Daddy.
Yeah.
And it's been a while since we heard of Cox Billy. After the first episode he didn't really show up again, and we still didn't find out who he is. So they asked him,
Like, are you
Like,
ever going to
reveal your identity.
Mhm.
And he was like, should I do it now? And all the just
He's
were
like,
freaking out.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do this
Do
now.
it now.
So-
Unveil yourself. It's
See-
like that hidden mask show.
Yeah, Masked Singer.
Masked singer, masked rapper.
So he takes off his fancy mask, and
And who is he?
he is Jae-kyun.
Cricket, 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 cricket. Jae-kyun who? Who dat?
I just know his name from Jesse, because I know Jesse used to be with like someone in like a duo, and it was Jae-kyun.
So it was underwhelming. I was hoping it would be
Yeah.
someone with a bigger name, but
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't. And the performance overall, we didn't really want to talk much about it because it didn't leave a big impression on us.
Yeah, I mean, skill-wise, yeah, they're both very experienced, so it was solid, but it
Nothing
wasn't
unique
really
or
our
entertaining.
style,
Mhm.
or like Slime said, nothing unique or entertaining.
Yeah, right. Pink's Billy. Right,
Mhm.
right. And so, of course, as soon as they started rapping, for some reason, Cox Billy just, I don't know if it was because he finally took off his mask,
Mhm.
but his confidence went away. So he ended up messing up midway through,
Maybe,
and it was
yeah.
clear to us that Mac Daddy was going to win because he had a totally fine performance.
Mhm. I feel bad for Cox Billy. It was like the first time he revealed himself.
And then he's going home now.
Yeah, so he said on the show just now that he wanted to rebrand himself.
Rebrand himself by
And
going
okay,
home,
this is
getting
the-
eliminated.
This is the new me. This is Cox Billy, and then bye. Okay.
Okay, and then the next one was Yoon Hui, and she
Lo
was chosen by Lo Wolf.
Mm-hmm. And it was like a dramatic
Can I
one.
just say he seems like a starving. He looks really hungry.
Yeah. He's like pale and extremely skinny, like especially his face.
I just want to be like, someone feed him, please
Yeah.
feed this guy.
So it was very there was
Can you explain to me what happened?
Yeah,
Pink?
yeah. So, Love Wolf apparently picked Yoonhoi because he thought they can agree on the same beat, but when they were choosing the beats, they had few options, but they couldn't come to an agreement.
Mm-hmm.
So Yoonhwae, like, they were running out of time, so Yoonhwae was like, okay, I'll let you have your favorite song, and maybe can you give me the hook? Like, can I decide the hook?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, sure. But then later on the stage, like, she mentioned it a little bit, and then he got very defensive, and he was like talking like how he had to give up his favorite song. And I was like, oh, I thought that was your favorite song.
It's so
I don't
obvious
know.
it wasn't her favorite song because she had already told
Yeah.
him what her favorite song was, and he said no.
And she clearly said, this song, like, my rap can't go with this song. Like, both of the raps
Yeah,
she prepared.
he definitely manipulated
Yeah,
her.
I feel like also, and also he made a comment like, oh yeah, I didn't tell you that, so you might have think that way, but no, I actually gave up for you. And I was like,
yeah, okay.
okay. And judges agreed, like, why are we talking about this right now? This is like unnecessary information.
It definitely was.
Yeah, it just makes you look bad even more. Like, as a, you guys are singing together. You guys are putting a
because
performance
as the
together.
judges, then all they can think about is how petty these two are being and how they didn't get along, versus just focusing on how great of a performance and rap they did. So that's why it probably was unnecessary for them. And same here, it kind of ruined my mood to watch it. I didn't like how he behaved with her throughout this, and I don't like how he mentioned that at the very end. You know, he also didn't have to bring up that comment. Same with her, but him also, because I know what he was like beforehand, and I could understand why she was frustrated because he was being really difficult.
Yeah.
He spent like the whole time in the bathroom doing who knows what because he said he was having stomach issues. Granted, it may have not been his fault, but still, like,
it was weird. He was acting very weird,
suspicious. Yeah. So they performed, and I was not a fan. I couldn't properly enjoy his performance because I was just thinking about how annoying he was before. I wasn't into it. Did you like it?
No, I really didn't like it.
And then when Hui went, I was impressed.
Yeah, she did very well.
She did it very differently.
It kind of looked like she was having a hard time, but she still delivered. Like, she did everything very well.
And she did it in a very creative way. She took it slowly instead of him, who did it really quickly in a very fast beat.
Yeah.
But she made it groovy to stand out, and the hook actually sounded really nice when she sang it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that she ended up winning that.
Yeah.
And he did not look
It was
happy.
kind of obvious that Yoonhwae was going to win.
And I
for
think
me,
all the other judges too were saying they're excited for her
Mhm.
future and what she's gonna show. And same here.
Yeah. Lego Yoonhwae.
Yay! Oh, you're back on Yoonhwae too?
Yeah.
You didn't Claudio her? You're bringing her back?
I was kind of
disappointed. We have it on record, Pink. You legit said you were going to
I
Claudio
always
her.
root for the girls. Come on.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
Okay, so we just watched Yuja and So Dong-yeon battle each other out.
Yeah.
And I was really worried at first because we know Yuja's history is she doesn't her weak point is performance. She's clearly not as comfortable being on stage as the others, and we've seen her choke and get anxious, and at least when a few of the other veterans make a mistake, they're able to come back and quickly recover. She doesn't. She's not
She just feels
experienced enough to do that. Yeah. So I was a little worried. And when the song came out, we were really excited.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, okay, this is going to be a good singing rap for both of them. What did you think?
So, from the beginning, So Dong-yeon kills it.
He killed it.
Comes in with this, like, sick R&B beat, like, singing
He's
rap.
always like, big naughty boy.
Yeah. And he completely draws attention. Everybody's like shocked, Crush especially.
He's
like,
fangirling.
yeah, fangirling hard.
His mouth was wide open,
Yeah.
staring at him with hearts in
He
his
was like
eyes.
standing up, his like hands
freaking
were in
out.
the air. He's like, "What the like?
Praise,
who the hell is this?
Praise.
Where did this boy come from?" Yeah. So everybody was in shock. Like the guest judges, they were impressed by him.
They were loving
and I
him.
was impressed by him.
Me
I
too.
mean, last time he stumbled like
a little bit.
a little.
Mhm.
Like,
But even when he stumbled, he still made it entertaining to watch. Like you still enjoyed watching him, even if he performed. Because that's what I saw. What Yuja didn't do was even though she performed without messing up her words,
yeah,
it just felt a little uncomfortable watching her.
you can just feel the nervous energy,
Yeah,
like even looking at her,
Because
like,
her face doesn't look that comfortable.
she's always looking down, like she's not looking straight ahead.
She kind of looks like she's trying to remember her words or remember what to do or focus. While So Dong-yeon looks like he's just having fun and playing.
Yeah.
Which is what you want to look like when you're performing.
Yeah, it was a very unlucky
So I
choice.
think he stole the show.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And I mean, all the judges also agreed that it's very they felt really bad that Yuja had to go because she has a very unique, distinctive
And she's
voice.
talented.
She's very talented.
Really good. It's just she's
Yeah.
not there yet with performance. And like Swing said, she's not ready for this competition.
Yeah, she's not ready to like win this thing. Like she doesn't have that purpose or
The competitiveness. Yeah.
in her heart. So I mean, that's something that she can clearly work on.
Yeah,
like,
she can
I
come
know.
back. This was her
Yeah,
first time. So many of the winners right now, they've come in the past. So
Yeah,
I think she
and
can make a comeback
all
next
the
year.
judges, even the guest judges, they all loved her. So it's clear that she's very talented and she has won.
Yeah. So she lost, right? She lost this round, and we were really sad to see her go. But we have high hopes. I think she's going to come out with a lot of great hits in the meantime, and she's probably got so many new fans.
Yeah.
I mean, like
exposure.
us. We're
all
Yuja
about
fans.
exposure.
No Mushida, Shida, no Mushida,
Shida.
Shida. All right, that was for you, Yuja.
We'll miss you. Okay, so the next one also had our favorite in it. The next round was Devo.
Peek up. Nanan peekunk. Debo.
Look at my drip. Look at my drip.
Do. Yes, Debo, our favorite. And
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I do not know who the other guy was.
It's Rox Punkman or something. Yeah, Rox Punkman.
That's an interesting name.
Mhm.
Yeah, I knew it was something with Punkman because that was in the court. Their hook,
Yeah.
they used each other's name. So even before they started, I kind of already assumed like Debo's gonna kill it.
I mean,
Debo's
yeah.
gonna kill it.
Who's gonna like? So obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Debo does. As soon as he starts rapping, we have to mention also how he had a very touching moment with YDG.
Yeah. Apparently, in I think Show Me the Money 3, it
Yep.
was. I guess he wasn't even Debo back then. He used his real name, Shim Hyunbo. And nobody gave him a pass except for YDG, and it was like a whole kind of like a scandal. Like people didn't understand why YDG gave him a pass, like if he's biased or he wasn't being not fair.
Yeah,
almost.
and back then he had a very similar style. It was almost like umchi.
It wasn't
like
rendered
he wasn't trying to sound really good. He was trying to sound really bad in a very unique, creative way, but it still flowed with the rhythm.
Yeah.
But maybe in the beginning back then he was still trying to figure out what his style was. Like back then he wasn't even Debo, right? He wasn't
even
a regular
like
name.
confident enough.
Yeah. So
feel like.
and back then I also felt like rapping, they were into this style of it being very perfect, skilled, like how quickly you can rap and how good you can freestyle. It was all about technique back then. So a lot of the winners weren't as colorful and distinct as they are right now. I feel like now it's a time where the weirder the better.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be super like unique and out of the box and they don't want to sound like what we've been hearing this past time.
Yeah, on top of that, Debo gained so much experience.
This is the perfect time for him to shine. And I think all the judges see that too.
And he's confident. He's gained. He has much more performance experience, stage experience, so he's more comfortable.
Yeah, and this performance showed that. I think it reflected it.
Yeah.
He was very comfortable. He clearly looked like a veteran. He did so many interesting dance moves that were so funny.
We can see so many other contestants like cheering and having fun listening
they think
to
he's
his
so
rap.
Moshi-so.
Yeah, Youngbi's like, oh my god, like he's so good.
Even
like,
Youngbi
he rarely does that.
He rarely fangirls because he's too cool for it.
Yeah,
but
he doesn't want to like let other rappers know that
Debo Hyungnim is cool.
Yeah.
And what about
Rox Punkman? I don't know. I
he
don't
started
know what
screaming at the end.
I don't know if that's his style. Like, we haven't seen him enough.
It's very hard to pull that off. You know, like getting like angry and aggressive at the end and like
it almost to me it almost looked like he lost control.
Yeah. Or it just he lost control of the beat of the rhythm, so it just sounded like legit
a
screaming.
little bit messy.
It didn't sound like he was actually rapping to the beat. So that's why I didn't.
That was
didn't
like the
sound
only
good.
thing that stood out. Like it was
Yeah.
boring most of the time. I love Tebow's rhyme. He's like a genius in that like wordplay.
Yeah, his raps were really funny. Okay. So the
I'm glad Debo did really well. Like I want him I almost see him winning this thing after this.
I don't know. We have to wait till because we saw what the next performance was, which are two guys who were in our top 4.
Yeah, it's
EK and Jangyu, and I don't know what.
Yeah.
I can't even talk about our top 4 yet until I have to see what happens.
We have to watch it. Yeah.
Okay, so.
Okay, let's go into it.
Do. This whole time,
yeah,
we've been thinking that because of
like
Mnet.
previews and then trailers,
How
like it all
dare
had
they?
Jangyu. It looks like it was Jangyu and EK. Oh, we were scammed.
How dare they?
Mnet, you did us bad.
You did us dirty, Mnet. We sound like complete pabos.
Yeah.
This whole time thinking that EK and Jangyu were gonna go against each other.
So the scene we've been watching like over and over
It was
in
a
the
legit
previews
medong.
and the trailers was where Jangyu calls out EK to verse in the duel. But that wasn't true. Jangyu says EK, but he was saying his name because he didn't want to be going against.
Do you remember what exactly he said?
EK만 아니면 EK 형만 아니면 돼요.
아이고 참.
Yeah, so basically he said anyone but EK. That's what he was trying to say.
And Mnet took that
and
chopped
edited
up
it,
and edited it to make us believe that it was EK. But even EK thought it was him because he came out with this funny look on his face like, me? And then he was like, man
아니면 돼요.
So EK just goes back in.
Yeah.
And then we find out Jangyu's real pick is Lewon.
I'm happy that EK is not going against
thank
Jangyu.
God. Thank God. We were
'cause-
so relieved.
Yeah.
So
But-
then Lewon goes against him, and we don't honestly. We're so biased at this point because we've put Jangyu in our top 4 past 4 episodes. We're a fan of his, so
yeah.
I'm biased from the beginning, thinking Jangyu's gonna kill it and do really well. But surprisingly, Lewon does really well too.
He did very well. His grooves, his dance moves.
Their hook was something like "I want you." No, that sounds like
all I want is you. All I want, something like that.
yeah.
I think.
Should we?
Do you want to watch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's try the. I feel like every episode we should try to sing a hook together, so harmonize. Okay, ready? Okay, sorry. Ready? Let's sing Jangyu and Lewon's hook. 3, 2, 1. All I wanted you. All I wanted you. Yes.
killed it.
Drop the beat. Oh, I should have said that before. I should have been like,
drop the beat.
all I wanted you.
Yay. So their performance was really
so
good.
Catchy.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this makes me like Changyu even more.
Yeah.
I mean, Lewon was really good too, but like I said while we were watching it together, you heard me say this, but I'm going to say it again.
Yeah.
It didn't matter how good Lewon was, because if Jangyu delivered, game over. He won already, because you know why? The judges are already biased too.
Yeah.
And that's how this show is run. It doesn't matter how good you are. It's how biased the judges are. Like how favorable you can win the judges, because they want to win.
Yeah.
And they already said from the beginning, they're not picking people based on who's good. They're picking people who are, you know, they could become a star and create
has,
good
like,
music
a lot of
with.
potential.
Yeah, so, and they already felt like that with Jangyu. So as long as Jangyu delivered his usual quality, they were going to make him pass, because they want him in the end.
He did more than quality, I feel like.
So
He
I'm
was
sorry,
very good.
Lewon, but it was
Yeah.
your time to...
But like Lewon said, he didn't lose, like, he wasn't crushed. He, like, lose gracefully.
He did lose
Yeah.
gracefully.
He did a really good job, and everybody complimented him
And
as
this
much as
performance is probably going to go viral. He's
Yeah.
probably going to get so many views and so many fans from this.
Swings also mentioned that he's like a gem, and if he's like more like taken care of and like more practice, more experience, you're gonna crush them all like in the future.
I agree.
So
And I would like him to... I mean, I guess his style can appeal to some people, but to me, I wish he could push it a little bit further. I like where he's going. He looks like he's a typical PC bang guy. Like, you know, he's renting out some anime books, some comic check.
yeah,
You know, heating up some ramyeon and then playing some
video game,
League of Legend or
lol.
that's the kind of vibe I get from him. But I wish he could push it even further.
Yeah.
Because then you'll get to see more of his color and he'll have more of a presence then. Look at
Yeah.
Jangyu. He's going all out with his style. He's got to bring it to compete against these big dogs.
Yeah, I feel like he should find more character, put some more color into his
Of who he is.
Yeah.
Show more
Like,
of show
his
more
rap,
of who he is to
as
us.
like a rapper.
Yeah, I agree. So after, I mean, should we say anything else actually? Like what the judges said? The judges pretty much said everything that we just said.
Yeah,
you know?
they agreed that they thought Jangyu was gonna win, but they
We're
for a split
surprised.
second they thought, oh, maybe
Lewon
he
might
might
win.
lose. Yeah. So that means that Lewon
Really brought it.
did.
He made
well.
it hard.
Yeah.
For Jangyu this time.
Yeah, we totally agree with the judges.
And the judges are really excited to see what
Yeah.
Jangyu's future will look like. And same with us. Okay. And then the next group, which was the final group. So they had actually showed this in the middle of the episode, but then they left it as a cliffhanger and re-showed it again at the end. And this was probably the most teased moment.
Yeah.
Like, this was in the trailer. This was in last week's episode at the very end. This
wasn't a trap like the other one.
Well, we were hoping it was a trap.
Yeah,
we thought it was a
hoping
trap.
it was a trap
because they showed it. They blatantly showed it at the end of last week's episode that Punchinello
with
lost
that whole chunk
lost
of the
this
scene.
round, which means in our head he's going home. He's eliminated because that's what they said in the beginning of the episode. If you lost this duel, so he went against Mush Benham.
Mush Benham.
Mush Benham.
Like
This
Mush
whole
Benham?
time I thought it was Marshmallow. I thought his name
kinda
was
looks like it,
Marshmallow, but it's like the complete opposite. It's not something soft and squishy. It's Venom.
Venom.
Pink Venom.
Yeah.
Pink Nello. Pink Nello.
I
Pink
kinda like
Venom. I kind of like Pink
I like
Venom,
that.
but it's with someone who like we don't really care about. Wait, but I kind of like it. Okay, so we could call you that, Pink Venom. Okay, so what happens? What happens?
So Punchinello, like, even like going into the rap, I feel like he had a lot of pressure.
He looked
knew-
pale from the beginning.
Yeah, he knew everyone was like expecting him to do well. He had a lot of pudam.
Poo dumps.
You can see it in his face when he's kind of having this like smiling.
He
moment.
already, yeah. I told you this too when we were watching it. I thought he looked like he already blanked out. That's why, because he was just laughing and smiling really big, which to me almost looks like you're so nervous and it's almost like oiga opso. Like I can't believe this is happening that you're laughing. That's what it looked like.
You expect him to like start without like confidence, but he starts pretty solid. Very smoothly. He just jumps right in.
You're like
and he's
thinking,
like, oh, okay, maybe
he's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll do fine. And then all of a sudden
he forgets.
And he starts smiling and laughing uncontrollably, which to me shows again that this is
like pure panic attack.
Yeah,
I feel like.
I can't believe this is happening. I'm laughing because I don't know how to react.
Like
pure panic. Yeah,
I can't cry like in the middle of the performance, so he's like laughing.
He couldn't recover as quickly as he did last time he messed up.
He's probably like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this.
And this always happens whenever whenever a contestant shows one sign of insecurity or lack of confidence and they mess up their lyrics. Even if they do it in one performance, it comes back again in another performance because again it doesn't have to do with not practicing well or because you're not good enough. It has to do with lack of confidence and your nerves. So you gotta have that gone from the very beginning, or else it's just gonna keep biting you, like it did with Punchinello. It came back,
but then he picks it up. After a while he picks it up and then he finishes it. Like
all the judges look shocked.
Yeah, especially BY. He
starts stomping stomping like crazy.
This can't be happening. Like he's in denial.
But I was saying like, no matter how hard you stomp BY, it's not gonna get any better because he was stomping as if he was dancing. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
So Mushvenom goes. He actually does very well. He brings this very unique tone to it. He uses like a old Korean tone.
Do you know what the hook was?
시끄러운 게냐. It's something that like an old grandpa would say. Yeah. But I admit, I mean, compared to Punchinello's performance, he clearly did better, but was he my favorite rapper through the whole night? No. He wasn't our style.
No, and I definitely think even the short moments that Punchinello rapped, it was still to me better than Masha Benham's.
Yeah.
I still think Punchinello is a better rapper.
Me
However,
too.
in this circumstance, he lost because he forgot his lyrics. And
at this point of the show,
you shouldn't be messing up also.
Yeah, forgetting your lyrics is like a no.
Then how can the judges trust you to perform like that in the final live stages?
Yeah, with their new songs, like
they're not going to. I don't know. Do you think Punchinello's gonna come back?
I mean, we also saw a little bit of preview.
Oh yeah, we did. We could talk about that because this is at the end. So in the preview,
we see it's all blurred out. It's like mosaics all over the screen, and you can only see the judges' faces and them talking. But they talk about how people who got eliminated like by very little mistakes, or they feel that they can do better on the next round.
Yeah, so they wanted to give another redemption.
Chance. Yeah.
So we don't know who else, but we just see Punchinello is possibly one of the people they give another chance to. I'm not sure. I've seen in the past where they brought back a few other people and they make them do like a freestyle kind of rap on the spot, and then they decide who to give another chance like that. Yeah. They might do something similar. That's what it kind of looked like. And we also see in the previews the next challenge is team battle. It might be this battle because that's usually what happens in the past seasons, where it's team versus team, but it's dissing. Yeah, and it looks like the judges are also past contestants.
Yeah, but it's like new
they're
people.
Doing again.
Juno Flo was there.
We saw The Quiet.
I think those two were the main people that we
Loopy might
saw.
have been there. We saw a lot of familiar
Yeah.
faces, so they're bringing back people, which is
I like that a lot.
I like it too.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if they were worried about views that they brought on.
like newbie judges.
Maybe. Oh,
Maybe.
because Doki's not in this season. Who knows? That could be
Yeah.
it too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the more input from the hip hop like community,
The better. Yeah, that's
probably.
true. I agree. And also, then the judges don't have. Oh, you know why? Actually, it might be because usually in the past, the producers are the ones judging.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, they don't have a say.
Yeah,
It's
not
just
really.
the other judges
They
that
have
they're bringing
much
back.
more votes. It's like 20
So
people.
it's actually less biased then. They're
yeah.
not,
It's much more fair.
picking people because it's their crew.
diverse perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's more fair. So I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we have to talk about who
The
our
other-
top 4 is.
No. There was another epic scene
Oh,
in the preview.
what?
They showed like EK's face, Young B's face, and then like list of other rappers.
Oh, right.
And, like somebody announces that someone got eliminated, and it was bleeped out. Like
Oh,
the
right.
name.
Sorry, I forgot that. Yeah, so it's not actually over. This part of the round isn't
Yeah.
over. They're continuing on with, like you said, Young B, EK, a lot of the another top tier candidates that we're fans of. We didn't get to see this episode, so we're gonna watch them next week.
I'm not sure if they're tricking us again by like editing out scenes from like shocking scenes, but
Could be.
judges were really shocked. They were like appalled.
Yeah, Swings was like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, are we sure we're
You're going
like
to.
doing it? Are we seriously doing this?
Oh man, I hope he wasn't talking about EK. I really hope not, because EK has to remain here. I have faith.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
So
We can go into
now
the
we're
top
going to
four.
our top 4, and luckily Punchinello is not in our top 4 because he's eliminated, and
but still,
we kind of
we were rooting for
forecasted
you.
that.
I
Okay.
hope he comes back.
Pink
Mm-hmm.
Venom. Do you have your top 4 in mind?
One thought came through for sure. Maybe because I didn't watch EK's performance, but I feel like both EK and Debo has a chance
Interesting.
of winning it. I'm like putting them on the same level.
Okay.
And then it would be Youngbi and then Changyu still.
So repeat your top 4 from 4 to 1. Number 4.
Changyu, Youngbi, and then Debo and EK on the same.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the same to you. You can't decide who's one.
I can't. After watching
Interesting.
Debo
Okay.
and how much love he's getting from the judges.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will be. This is hard.
It is really hard.
See, I was gonna stick with. I will be honest. I was going to stick with the same top 4 that I did last week, which was, Debo. Wait, did I say? Yeah, I think I said Debo, Jang Yu, Young B, and EK.
Mm-hmm.
But now, after watching this episode too, I'm starting to second guess it.
It's
No, you know what?
hard.
If I'm gonna just judge purely based on what I saw this episode, I'm honestly gonna stick. I'm gonna stick to the same. I'm just gonna stick with my gut.
You're really gonna keep Debo at the bottom?
Yeah.
Wow.
But, okay, because you know what? It's not my personal.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we could also talk about what
Yeah.
our personal top 4 is,
Uh-huh.
because my personal top 4 would
But
be
we're
different.
like trying to make a guess.
But I'm trying to make a guess based on, I don't know, editing and
Our experience with the
our
show.
experience with the show, and also just who's been on the show and who they probably think deserves it.
What judges talk about and like what other contestants talk about. Yeah.
I mean, my personal top 4 would probably be something like EK, Debo, Jang Yu.
Are you listing the same names?
The same names.
Excuse me.
It is the same names. Okay, but Debo would probably be my number 1 favorite at the moment.
Yeah.
Personal favorite. Because so far EK hasn't shown me anything different. I'll be honest. He's just delivered what I expected, which I'm still happy and fully satisfied with because he's good and I'm a fan. But I'm surprised and shocked by Debo.
Yeah.
Okay, but another thing I want to say is I'm a
Mhm.
little disappointed by this week's hooks. They're just
Yeah.
not as catchy as last week.
I mean, overall, there wasn't really, maybe other than Seodongyeon, like there wasn't like a popping performance to me.
Like the
Like-
hooks weren't as strong.
Like last episode was like
Last
a lot
episode
of fun.
was really good.
We expected this round to be really fun, but it wasn't.
No, I
No.
think next week is gonna be really
Yeah,
good.
Next
That
round's
usually
gonna be
they usually have they've been doing that. I've noticed. Show Me the Money. They'll save the really epic ones for the following week.
You always want to push it back,
Yeah.
so watchers.
So I'm excited. I think Young B and EK are really going to deliver.
Yes, looking forward to it.
EK.
EK. I've been singing this a lot.
I
like
can't help
randomly
it.
when
Me
I'm like
too.
cooking or whatever. I'm like EK.
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 And then we also have to watch Sign Here
Here.
next week. I'm excited for that too.
So excited.
We can keep that. We can keep those episodes maybe like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We can make it a quick talk about.
Mhm.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. Yeah. That's a good idea actually. 30 minutes sounds
Like make it shorter
good,
and because Show Me the Money, we have to go deeper into analyzing
Yeah.
because we're such analytical, technical, savvy. No, I'm just kidding. We're not. We're the complete opposite. We're a hot
Yeah.
mess, and
Yeah.
we always forget what part we're at, and we're musically challenged as well. We're terrible with notes. Can't even do a hook right. All right, I think
I hope you guys liked this version of our podcast.
I don't know if I like this way more. I kind of
Uh,
like the other way more.
Yeah, because the other way, I feel like I know the show, like what went on the show better. I know I have like a big picture of the show more.
Same.
Yeah.
This one I feel like it might be a little more choppy for our
And
listeners to hear.
I feel like we have a lot of fun writing like down notes.
Yeah, we
watching it
do.
together. And like when we go, through doing it this live, I found the notes helpful actually because it
Same.
pointed out like the moments that I really wanted to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll edit this one and see how it goes, and
Mm-hmm.
then we'll decide what we want to do next week.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
we're always willing to try new things, and
you
'cause
guys can.
we're podcast noobs.
If you guys are really, really missing the other version, like please let us
Email
know.
us because we get so many emails now. Just kidding.
Yeah.
We have none.
Okay.
But we should actually talk about really quick in the outro how many subscribers and listeners we have. I mean, we don't know for sure how many listeners we have,
Yeah.
but
Like
for-
regular listeners.
But we have some listeners who aren't our real life friends.
Yeah.
Who we didn't force.
like who we didn't tell people about. What? Wait, what did I just say?
I don't know. Pink. 여보세요?
Yeah.
여보세요.
Maybe I am out of it. I just don't know.
You are. 미쳤어. 나는 미쳤어.
Yeah, so we had some surprising people that listened to our podcast.
Like from locations, you mean?
Yeah.
You were surprised by the various
Unexpected.
locations. Yeah, we
Mhm.
have some
And
plays
we
in
love you
Australia,
guys.
South America,
Woohoo! Europe.
Philippines, Florida. We don't know who you are, but we appreciate
Shout
it.
out to you
Even if it
guys.
was an accidental play,
Yeah.
we still appreciate it.
We love you guys.
Wow, you love them?
Mhm.
That's a strong word. You already love them?
You don't love them?
I don't know. That's not an easy thing for me to say right away. I have to get to know someone first. I take it really
oh my
seriously.
god, she's taking it overly seriously. Oh my god.
Oh, we have to also talk about we have to do their credits.
Right.
So you guys can follow us on our Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube at It's Pink Slime. That's ITSPINKSLIME. It's Pink Slime. And where can they contact us for feedback, questions, emails, and any inquiries? Where can they get us at?
You guys can email us at 2.pinkslime@gmail.com. That's to.pinkslime@gmail.com.
Alright, guys. Oh, Pink Venom, drop the beat. Do you know that song? Does it sound like something you've heard of? Does it sound like it? Oh shit. Sounds like drop DJ's name. Alright, well, thanks for listening.
Thank you guys.
Tune in next week for episode 5.
Peace. 내가 먼저 하려고 그랬는데. I was gonna do it first, so
Okay,
I
so
can steal it from you.
Then should I do the? I'll do the party
Yeah.
line.
Okay. Okay, guys. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Peace.
Did I sound like Pink?
No, we have to go lower.
That's the lowest. That's the lowest it can go. I can't go that low.
Bye.
Bye.
EK and Jangyu.
I said that one.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, for any emails, you guys can send it to us at 2.slime.
Oh, 뭐야?
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Do it better, Pink.
You guys can send emails to us. That's why I
Pink,
put
why
him
do you have,
on
like,
number 1.
Why do you have like black circle under your eyes right now? Are you tired?
No, I'm not. I'm not tired.
You're like, yeah. Yeah. Do you know what you're saying yeah to?
Yes. I was like talking to you this whole time.
You looked like you were spaced out there for a second.
I don't know what she's talking about.